I believe it was, Skip. Well, I think we both thought they would get at least one game. But I thought the the NBA gave them an additional game. Like, okay, this is enough now. Just say we don't want it to get any further, Skip. This is not the 80s and 90s, Skip, where on a nightly basis guys were punching and fighting, and that's not what the NBA has moved away from that. They cleaned the game up and they want to keep it that way, but they don't want these guys. They want cooler heads, calmer heads to prevail. And I'm glad the guys that came running in, Skip, didn't get fined.
Yeah.
Now I'm surprised Ben Simmons didn't get at least a fine. I'm not saying he should have got suspended, but they're talking about he was a peacemaker. Carl Anthony Towns said he ain't no damn peacemaker. He got his forearm on my throat. How is that peacemaking? $379,000 is what it's going to cost. Embiid, $376,000. Man, I would never fight.
That's a lot. Man, when you say that out loud, I'm like, oh, that sounds really nice.
Easy for you to say sitting here without emotion right now.
You're right. You're right, Skip. Yeah,
that sounds like a lot of money.
But skipping the game football is different because you got on helmets. You're going to end up breaking your hand or something because you can't hurt a guy with shoulder pads and a helmet on.
Nope.
In basketball, all he got is a uniform on. That head is right there, so you can do some damage. But you know what, Skip? I'm glad the NBA, I'm glad Commissioner Silver. Skip, now, obviously, he's not issuing out the punishment, but I think it's Kiki Vandeweghe, right?
I believe so.
Punishments.
Guys that have played
but
the game.
Obviously, Adam Silver signs off.
Yeah, but Skip, Adam Silver is really he's really a player's owner.
Okay.
He's bent over backwards trying to make sure they have their freedoms. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, a lot of things, Skip. They got the hoodies going on. He listens. He listens to the players.
Okay.
And says, okay, this seems very, very fair to me. Now, I'm sure Joel Embiid is not going to think it's going to be fair. It's like, well, I was just protecting myself. I didn't throw any punches, and so therefore I shouldn't be suspended. But I do believe 2 games is going to get the message like, okay, guys, that's enough. Cut it out. And maybe it's enough to deter other guys from such sad behavior.
I can't tell you how shocked I was by how light the punishment was.
Oh, you thought it'd be more?
I thought it would be considerably more.
Really?
At least double that.
Wow.
This, to me, was a wrist slap. 2 games, that's all. And, again, Ben Simmons went scot-free for throwing a chokehold on Carl Anthony Towns.
Well, he was trying to hold up. He was trying to hold up Carl Anthony on that right there. He was trying to hold him up.
Yeah,
he tried to pull him out. He's like, come on, cat, come on.
Yep.
It looked like, but Skip,
when he got him on the ground, I think there was a little venom behind that chokehold.
No, Skip, he was like, it's cat, it's me, it's Ben. It's
Ben.
Escalated quickly.
So
you're talking to him.
He gets 0 games for that. The Timberwolves were furious over that.
Yes, I can imagine.
They said he wasn't peacemaking. he was escalating.
Right.
That's what they thought.
Right.
And for him to get off scot-free, I could maybe use Ben Simmons' initials to describe that. Getting off.
It's a bull.
Yeah, that's what I could do.
bull jive, huh? Okay.
Yeah, some bull jive, except not with the J. So, once upon a time, I'll use the example of Rudy Giuliani when he was the mayor of New York City. He said, I am going to take back Times Square. Do you remember this?
Yes.
I'm going to go clean it up, and I'm going to take it back for the tourists and all the good people in New York City so they can walk those streets safely and with confidence on a nice weekend.
Right.
And he did it.
Yeah.
He went and took it back. And that's what David Stern did back starting in 2004. He said, I'm going to clean this up and take it back.
Right.
And I'm going to make a statement to start with on Ron Artest, November 19th, 2004.
Yep.
The Malice at the Palace in Detroit. Our man Ron Artest, he got 86 games for that one.
Yep.
And our man Steven Jackson, he got 30 games for that one. And then everybody, Jermaine O'Neal got 15 and Ben Wallace got 6. These guys got 2, okay?
But Skip, Ben Wallace really started it because he's the one that showed.
Yeah, he did. He started.
He's the one that showed part.
I got it. So this is what I saw. I saw Joel Embiid throw 2 punches. And I don't think they were fake tough guy punches. I don't think they were air punches. I think they had intent behind them. And then I saw in retaliation, Carl Anthony Towns definitely throw 1 punch. He intended it to land.
Yeah.
I think both were intending to land because this feud, this beef has been going on for a long time, more than a year.
And I think they sincerely, genuinely do not like each other.
Correct. And they continue to go at each other.
You see that?
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
He got vicious, right?
He called him a bad name.
Yeah, he called him a really bad name, especially man to man.
Yeah.
Social media provides this opportunity to continue things that we are seeing.
So there was real venom involved in all of this. And silly me, I thought that this commissioner, Adam Silver, would step in and say, you know what? That's way over the line. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to send a message. We will not have that anymore because this is very personal. And I thought it would be at least 4 or 5 games where that's enough where you say, okay, this guy's serious about this.
What if they said, look here, okay, it's 2 games. Any further involvement between you two will be more. Kind of like the Vontaze Burfict. Because you see, Skip, what they said, like, we warned you. We've told you any other slip-ups, this is what was going to happen. So you two, if you're involved in anything else, the hammer will get dropped.
Okay, but usually my experience with extremely highly paid star athletes, if you just say this is a warning, they just ignore it.
No, well, Skip, they got 2 games. Yeah. You want to jump out there and get 5.
Yeah.
But Skip, at the end of the day.
See, 5 would be where you'd say, okay, he's serious.
But here's the thing, Skip. These are superstars. It's kind of like the quarterback position. You know, quarterback, you want those guys on the field. Even the quarterbacks on bad teams. That's still the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's Karl Anthony Towns, the most visible player for Minnesota. Joel Embiid, the most visible player for the Sixers.
Okay.
You don't want to take these guys off the court for extended periods of time.
Okay.
So you're going to err on the side of caution. 2 games, but just know now.
Yeah.
You come back before me again, I'm going to have to give you this.
I do agree with your premise that this commissioner is a player's commissioner. And yet the message here is it's always let the play. And in this case, let them fight a little bit. And it's adding a little bit of a hockey element back into basketball. And maybe it helps sell the game a little bit because I think we all, we are entertained by what we saw.
Sure.
I don't love the idea of it, but were we entertained? Have I watched it about 65 times now? Yes, I have. And I'm breaking it down to wait. He actually took 2 punches there.
Well, Cat definitely tried to he took a swing. Cat definitely took a swing.
I see Embiid go twice at him. Okay, so this commissioner is saying, let them be themselves. They got a little personal beef going. It's no big deal. Just let it ride. That's how this came across to me. And it sends messages to other players, not that big a deal. Remember, Rondo got into it with
Chris Paul.
Yeah, and so Brandon Ingram went crazy.
Right.
And he got, 4 games, was it?
Yeah.
Brandon
Skip,
Ingram got 4 and Rondo got 3.
Skip,
That was
but you remember Brandon Ingram came in. And
he came flying.
And he swung from San Diego. He brought that thing from San Diego to El Segundo.
Yeah.
Back down to Staples Center. I mean, because he really, man, if he'd have caught Chris Paul with that was a Kermit Washington swing.
Yeah.
And he got lucky. But you see what happened. LeBron and everybody else, LeBron, what you doing? LeBron got Chris Paul, removed him from the situation. They grabbed the other guys. That's how you do it. But don't you grab me and let old boy steal on me, because then I'm going to turn around and fire on you because there's 2 people I'm mad at. But Ben should have got a fine, Skip. They should have given Ben a fine. I don't believe he should have been suspended, but I do believe he should have received a fine.
The Wolves were not happy about
that. They were furious, and they should have been furious.
Yeah.
He also deserved a game. You just have to say no. You have to put a stop to it because
he was talking to him though, Skip.
That was the edge of dangerous. That was the edge of malice at the palace.
He was talking to him. You can see him like that. He's like, "Hey, Cat, calm down. It's me, Ben." He's like, "I ain't got a teammate named Ben. Get to it or something." This Ben, bro, come on, calm down.
He's tapping out, saying you're gonna choke me, right? I can't breathe.
But see, Skip, you know, when you don't think clearly. Once you get to that state where you're like that mad, talking right, hey, calm down. Man, you ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, you're not hearing it.
I mean, if you bought that now, I don't know if these guys really bought that. I'm talking about if you really bought that, you ain't really trying to hear that.
Okay.
That may be true.
Now, sometimes, like, hold me back, because I don't want to walk into this buzzhole boy got for me, but I want to pretend I do. Yeah. And they had to hold him back.
In this case, that's usually how I would describe Carl Anthony, but in this case, I think he said enough is enough.
You're exactly right.
Okay?
You're exactly right.
Okay.
And if nobody had rushed to break it up, I think they would have duked it out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they were trying to. Carl was trying to get that one in.
Yep.
I don't know. That gets ugly. I don't like fighting. I don't like it. I don't like it in hockey. I don't like